Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. We're gonna be taking a look at Flotsam, a game which was on my wish list for quite a while, and now with, I believe there's some sort of like farming festival or something like that on the Steam. It is again discounted, so I decided, what the hell, let's give it a try. I'll see if I like it and if I'll try to make something bigger out of it, or if I'll just do the review and put like a single feature out there, depending on how much content there is to be made and what can be done. So I haven't played the game before, so these are gonna be also first impressions. Apparently there has been some big update to the farming, which probably explains why the game was on sale during a farming event. I'm not really sure, but anyhow, we're gonna jump into it and just see, probably get some tutorial and see how it works. Okay, I'm not really, okay, pre-flood milkshaker, pre-flood pond drainer, Olympic angler, sounds awesome. Microplastic soup connoisseur. Okay. Liquids fishing. I think I will re-roll the middle protagonist. Influencer. Oh, hell no. Beachcomber. 5-star chef. Okay. I have 2 people for cooking. 2 people for salvaging, so I'm not really sure. Recycler, so crafting, research, cooking. Okay, I think I can work with this. Let's go with Bloodwill. Okay, so it looks almost like Beetle's Yellow Submarine, just slightly different. And what are the basic controls? WASD, right mouse to drag, rotate, R to reset camera. Okay. Interaction. Yeah, we're gonna see what's up. So, how do I collect all this crap? There should be some sort of function or tutorial for a person like me. Refers to resource floating in the ocean, which can be salvaged by either placing a swimming marker on a boat marker. To start salvaging, click on the swimming marker icon and press F. Okay. So are like all 3 of them gonna start harvesting stuff, or how does this work? There's like a whole bunch of stuff in here. And I have 3 people, so I'm guessing if I have 3 markers, 3 guys should be collecting resources. I see that we have some possible limits. There seems to be some sort of kelp or something. Some houses and island, so maybe we will have to eventually move the ship. I guess it's a ship. What is that? Like, it's like a lamp? I thought it's like some sort of weird shower. I guess this is our water supply. It's kind of weird to have it like this. I would be a little bit skeptical, maybe thinking that, maybe having it exposed like this, and if it cracks, you lose it all, is probably not the smartest thing ever. So it seems like the people need to swim out. They're able to collect some stuff. We have a map. You can reach a new destination by moving your town across the map. Moving requires electricity. Is low drifters... Okay. Interesting. I have to be in the map mode in order to probably move the stuff. Okay, so we're stacking up on quite a lot of stuff. The question is, how useful it is, and if I should move towards these two islands to have it like some sort of base of operation. Because I'm not really sure what will I get the... Okay, there's something which looks like water. Can there be water in this? There are like water bottles. Rural ruins. There's still a little bit of stuff, so I really want to figure this out. I think like only one person is only retrieving the items. So I need to have like individual icons. A storage, a small storage yard. A plastic recycler. Recycles plastic waste into floaters. A research station. I need some planks. What were those weird things? I don't know if it's like referring to a shark in the water or whatnot, but... Okay, we have like 84 things, so I'm gonna try and... Now, how do I rotate this thing? Okay, what if I turn off the view now? Let's see if we can harvest some of this weird kelp stuff. And, what is that? That's a whale. Okay. So far I'm a little bit confused as to what exactly is the objective here. Oh, I can increase how many people do what. Okay. Usually games give you some sort of tutorial. I guess here they just literally drop you in the deep end and have you figure it out for yourself. Man, this is one weird looking whale. I mean, look at the teeth, and it's going through the surface. Which should probably not be happening. Okay, our capacity is full. So how do I construct this storage gizmo? And how many of them can I pile up together? Oh, so I need to like attach these things? Okay, that's interesting. So I guess it would be smart to have like a crafting side and then like a storage side. I'm not really sure if they're gonna be capable of carrying any of these things over. But we were able to expand the storage. But now I'm missing some sort of type of like a plastic floater. So I'm gonna assume that that's what those things in the crafting are supposed to be turned into, huh? Seaweed is an ingredient, canned food. There's even like a pollution aspect to this. Okay, that's interesting. The trees, okay, you can chop them down. It seems kind of stupid to be chopping down the trees when you have like the literal chunks of wooden boats swimming out in the ocean. So let's say I would want to preserve this. What are my other options? Because here you have literally a church with few buildings. That seems like a much more valuable resource to me. I think we've collected the entire thing when it comes to the seaweed. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's have these two swim out. Okay, so how do you work? A floater, ingredients. Ah, so I can craft these now. So will I need like multiple batches of these or multiple items or multiple craft tables in order to get more resources, or I'm right now assuming that they're gonna cram in all this crap and in return I'll get like one. So it's like you get what, 20 per one, or you need to understand the unit exchange. This desalinator, I'm not really sure what's that of an icon. Maybe that means that the resource is depleted. Seaweed spinner. A plastic walkway. So these are interesting. So while he's crafting that, can I actually like move the boat? I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I need to go to like the map view. And I guess I can theoretically push the boat closer. I'm not exactly sure where I see this electricity or something. Manual dryer. Manually dries wet food into dry food. A plastic recycler. I can put another storage yard. That's weird. I was able to like somehow see it fit over there and all of a sudden just won't go for it. Yeah, like, whoop. Okay, let's try and attach it over there. So 2 people should be like scavenging this location. There's obviously something which looks like plastic. But I'm not exactly sure how that works. Those 2 knuckleheads are just here. So I guess I need to now scavenge this for supplies. The problem is I don't really understand what are the supplies. We can build a housing. It looks like it requires some additional type of crafted resource. A sawmill. Okay, so I need something to dry up the wood. So I guess we're gonna have that crafting section over here. So are like all the resources which you had on this hill with the church just literally 2 cans of trash? That's it? Okay, interesting. Maybe we ought to move to here because I see a whole lot more trash on this thing. I still don't know if I should be chopping down the trees. I'm guessing if I dry up the wet wood, I'll be able to have the dry wood, which I can then turn into the planks. But I don't know what the icon is. Like, it's like a seagull -3. What does that mean? Is that like pollution, a noise, or a town beauty? Okay. So I guess it's cheaper to produce dry wood. I don't understand why you need 5 wet wood to get 1 dry wood. Just put the wood out to get it dried out. That's it. That's all it takes. What would be like a next interesting location to try and move towards? Oh, that looks like a fishing spot. Bunch of fishing spots. This house seems to be actually occupied. Some house. I have no clue what the hell that is. Okay. Technically, we could try to make it over there. There's like more locations or more points of interest. And where do you guys sleep? You just lay down anywhere. That's not good. Not really sure how that's gonna affect their happiness or sleep quality. I have refined goods. They didn't really do too much with the drying of the wood. Knowledge is obtained by doing what? Obtained by drifters gaining experience. You can get more knowledge by having more drifters. Okay. So I would need housing. But there's a whole lot of stuff. Wow. Proper crafter. A fishing chain. A watchtower. A battery. Interesting. I'm trying to speed this up in order to see what would happen. I see the whale is back. But I don't know if this is just some of those crustaceans growing on the whale or if that's the actual eye of the whale. It should not be that close to the fence. But then again, those types of whales should not have such a massive fangs in the first place. So what the hell do I know? Okay, so we were able to free up quite a lot of space by trying to process all this. So I think somewhere around these parts is where I saw like the next point of interest, like that location over there. So I think I'm gonna literally try to move the fellas over there. And I'm gonna have to watch out for this battery situation. Gotta say, I'm not that fond of having to switch from this view. But there is something really pretty about the game, I gotta say. I need some sort of tools, huh? Yeah, let's send two fellas to clear out the spot. Oh, they're swimming fast. Oh yeah, that's because of that. Haha! So are they like collecting land-based material or just like the plastic chairs? I'm not really sure what to make of it. So a solo tent does sound nice, but wow, sawmill takes up quite a lot of space, huh? But now that I have some dry wood, might need more plastic. Wow, so they can actually like get from the tech tree if I understand it correctly. Now, that's a nice tech tree. Boats which are able to do this. A fishing chair. A proper craftsman. Does not really show. Braid seaweed into rope. Stores 45 resources. Big drying rack slowly dries wet wood into dry wood. fishing chair can fish around the chair. Chop, chop, fillet fish. Wow, that really has a negative effect. I don't know if we need some sort of specific tack in order to... I think I'll go with this. Just due to the fact that I don't know yet how to properly manage food as a resource. I doubt I'll be able to capture this thing. I mean, this is not gonna turn into Moby Dick at any point. And, let's get some planks. Recyclers goods into plastic waste and dry wood. Interesting. Chops dry wood into firewood? Why in the world would I want that? I definitely want the desalinator. We are 17 out of 25. I would love to understand the breakdown of the resources. I have a lot of dry wood, not that much plastic waste left. I need 4 in order to make one of those plasticky thingies. And I have way too much wet wood. Items are missing. Oh. I can theoretically try to do this, but it still seems tools to salvage this landmark. So this is scavenged, but how the heck do I make tools? A seaweed spinner. Yeah, I need more of those plasticky thingies in order to make that happen. And in order to do that, we will need to shift somehow elsewhere. There's some plastic here and some fish school in this location, so might be worth something to move over there, since I cannot salvage this yet. I think we have cleared out this salvage spot. There's like 2 pieces of wet wood or something. So I guess I'll rusty car wrecks. I don't know what will happen if I'll try to run into some of this. If I can actually damage the ship. Wow, it's like a piece of highway. There's something on top of it. Vehicle battery. Okay. It's getting close to nighttime again. I don't know if, like, the citizen happiness is a factor. A shoddy home for 2 drifters. I need more plastic for that. Can I expand the area of effect, or is it just set to what it is? I guess it is set to what it is. So I'll try to speed this up in order to reach the daytime again. I don't really know how much time do I have before I run out the initial food reserves I had at my disposal. And I don't know how they can acquire food. Build a fishing boat. So this needs like 8 research points, and I have 3 of them. Now, I'm not sure if this is even like researched already. How do I know that this is done? Guess I can take a look and see if it's in the construction manual. Small water container. Recycler. I do have that. I do have like a lot of those goods, which do need the refinement. Problem is, where in the world would I attach this thing? The reason why I don't want to go here is because a part of the research in here was like the larger cargo thingy. So wait, now it's like switched? I don't know. How do I obtain the fish? Ah, so I can like select what tasks they are to perform. So there's some micromanagement to be involved. Okay. So this I guess they can salvage without an issue. We still need to like swim to it and everything. Let's get rid of the plastic waste. Do have a lot of wet wood. So let's try to get dry wood. So that plastic has been collected. I think they're busy right now with the jobs which I gave them. Still have one person salvaging. Really need to figure out how to deal with this because we're running out of food. Should I be really building these things? I don't know how they work. Like, should I try to just build out something out like this and then try to attach? That would actually make sense. Why did I not think about it first? This is gonna look absolutely terrible, but I feel like this is one of those games that the more you play it and the more you learn about it, the much better you become. But I have no clue how to provide basic resources. The issue is the canned food seems to represent the actual food reserves. And I need to learn how to turn those things into something better. Metal from road sign, metal from vehicles. Yeah, I need tools for that, but I also do not know how to do the damn research gizmo. I need a far more number of the loaders. Seaweed spinner. Okay, so seaweed salad. Quality icky. That does not sound good, but I guess I don't have a choice right now. So shove it in. Okay, they're starting to get sleepy. So how do I do this research? I'm so confused by this. Because now I have like 4 points, so what do I need to do in order to craft this stuff or to like have actually access to it? Disable snapping. Disable building grids. Yeah, I like grids. Yeah, it's kind of pointless for me to build water container or any other storage right now at this point. So we're building a larger food reserve, which is nice and all, but fishing school. There's a bunch of wood, another road. There's more seaweed, seaweed. I just feel like I'm gonna go to some of these locations and I won't be able to do much because I will be lacking the resources or whatnot. I can make it directly over here. It's a lot of wood and probably a lot of the salvageable goods which can be refined at the recycler. Or what's the thing called? But I don't understand why the research is like not happening or just not being done. Do I need to like specifically dedicate a person to do research? Okay, so this guy has like research, right? But how in the heck? Research station. Where is that? Research station. I just found it. Research station. Of course, now I'm missing the floaty gizmos. If I'll be able to build a research station, I might be able to start researching all the tech that I do require. Try to get, like, the fishing stuff as well. We have 1,665 out of 3,000. Don't even ask me how to recharge it. But since I'm here, I would somehow love to be able to tap into the fish. So I was able to utilize most of the seaweed. I have still a lot of wet wood. So process that into dry wood. So we get more planks. So I guess this is what they'll be doing. And if I get the research station up and running, we might be able to start getting these things. And that might have some positive effect on the colony overall. So house. Okay, and how do I like know the progression of the research? Or like when it's done? Ah, I see the bar filling in. Okay. Well, I think I will actually move the thing. Was it somewhere here? I think it was that. Location. Okay, so collect this, and we're gonna start assigning people to scavenge also these resources while he does the research. Fortunately, I had to move away from the fish, so I'll need to somehow think about. Okay, now it's refilling. Why is that? Is it because I'm close to the houses, or I'm so confused? None of these mechanics are explained whatsoever. Okay, so there's like a piece of, yeah, like Final Destination type of a truck with the wood. Yeah, you've all seen the scene. You all know what I'm talking about, right? So we have quite a few things here to be salvaged and crafted and whatnot. He is getting tired, I guess, but I'm hoping if I'll be able to get him to do the house, he just might be able to... Did I build the damn recycler or not? I don't think I did, because I still have a lot of goods. So I'll need a floater in order to build the recycler. Sawmill, manual plastic recycler. This is one hell of a design. Looks like it's partially wind powered, or like... I'm confused. Wait, are you still researching the house? Oh my god, this has like... Oh, so it's like a multi-stage thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I think their happiness is not that great. And I'm running out of water. God damn it. Oh my god, the desalinator is just... I'm gonna need like a massive chunk of plastic somewhere in the ocean. Like these two, and this one. But I would just be returning to the damn church again. I need to travel. Leaking water tower sounds absolutely amazing. You can try to make it over here. If I would be able to do that, I think I might save the gang with the water reserves. And depending on what I will need in order to construct the actual house, might be beneficial as well, so that they get like a good night's rest or something. So right now I think this island is salvaged. And now this still has one of the goods on it. Yeah, this guy like passed out by the research table. This guy is still swimming back home. So, report, we've used 3 units of water, 2 units of this. We somehow generated 1,335 units of energy. Crafted a decent amount of resources, but nothing to brag home about. Yeah, I think it's the next day. So I think the one of the research things is gonna be done. So that's still this, and I will need to... So is the house done? Oh, it's done. I'm not really sure what the battery is. Probably for the energy. I'm gonna go with the fishing stuff. Just to give them like a variety of things to eat. Gather these 2 pieces. The remaining pieces of whatever. And I'm gonna try to make it to that location with the leaky tower. Question is how that's gonna work out. I should stop by along the way to pick up the plastic. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to stop here, and I cannot find the damn thing. Okay, there's the boat. We are outside of the range, huh? Let's go grab that. I would need the boats. There's even the, like, floaters in this junk. I still want that one person responsible for the research. And now we are completely out of canned food, and we're just strictly relying on the seaweed salad, which is probably gonna upset the locals slightly, and politely. I have terrible design right now. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm quite sure if I would look up some sort of wiki or something, I'd be able to find out something far better. Ooh, I need a rope. A duo shack. A boarding house. For 5 drifters. Damn. I guess I can go with that. 2 out of 4, so I would need 2 of these in order to make it happen. Right now, I'm not exactly sure what we are salvaging. Yeah, this guy is just, like, halfway through this one. A school, a big house, a park, seaweed grower, a freshwater shower? Unbottler birdhouse, interesting. Scrapsmith, toolmaker, salvage boat. Damn, the rope crafter definitely sounds like a thing which I'll need to go for as well, but I wanted to go for the fish thing just because I was hoping it would allow me to gain access to like a better variety of resource. If I'll be able to craft one more of these things, just might be able to build them that house. This thing requires actually, man, I have like the perfect amount of this stuff, but I don't want to build it next to the storage units. I don't know also how does decommissioning of these structures work. I am able to somehow reset. Yeah, so you can deconstruct them. I need to do something with the amount of water we have available, or I am absolutely and terribly screwed. So you're still just doing this part of the research? We're like reaching a really low amount of water. I'm not happy about it, but I'm really hoping that the damn leaking water thingy is gonna save me, because if not, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's an interesting aspect. It almost works like a loading screen for you to render the next location from which you work or something. You know what? I think I'll go and build that house. After all, we're gonna be able to recycle it, and I'm hoping that giving them access to all these things and freeing up the goods will actually allow me to give them like some sort of happiness aspect. But yeah, I need this recycling thingy in order to gain access to... the plastic and the dry wood, or the floaters and the dry wood out of the goods. But I'm hoping that that house is gonna do something, and I'll just have to recycle it and give it to them at a different point. The tool maker, I now at least see through which side of the tech tree it's available. But still, it raises the question, how does the fishing chair work specifically? Like, if the fish school needs to be somewhere here, and the chair will need to be somewhere at the edge here, or how exactly does it work? Okay, so it looks like they're batching up together a bunch of caravans. This looks like some episode of Top Gear just before they turned the caravans into a pile of trash, because I don't know, they've done something weird with it. So I'm hoping that this will improve at least somewhat the happiness, and I really don't know if the thing can travel through nighttime. This plastic and this would be helpful for me to get while moving. Closer to the leaky thingy. So I'll put an assignment here and there. This way I'll get food. And I'll get the plastic waste. And of course the housing will have to be reallocated elsewhere. It also took a while to construct this thing. We are at 45 somehow. Don't ask me how. One thing which I would appreciate is if I would find a possibility for me to relocate the marker without having to disable it or something. I'm not sure what this just allows me to move location on the display. It's not gonna save me in the long run. But that water is a problem. Unless this, aid water should be able to access this. Hopefully there's no resources required, but having access to like 8 units of water would definitely tremendously help me out. Plus, if I get the floaters, I might be able to get the distillator. This one. I don't know what's the difference between the two. But I'll definitely need the distillator, that's for sure. Okay, I think it's time for us to move to these ruins. Okay, so immediately this is our top priority. And the desalinator, it does remove the happiness or the town beauty quite a lot. I kind of don't care, and I do need it in order to have access to water in a different way. But if we'll get these units of water, we just might have another day to fight. But I won't be really able to rely on luck like this. because this is like literally the crap. This is like, oh wow, what's that? Maybe that's like representing not the shallow water. It almost looks like some monster or something. What I'm trying to say is I won't be able to rely on something like the external factor too much. The supermarket leftover does sound pretty damn tempting. Water has been extracted. The question is how the desalinator is going to work. Because I'm not really sure how I'm even getting salt water in the first place here. And what I will also require is the damn recycler. Which, again, I'm gonna have to get more floaters in order to get that stuff done. And a whole bunch of wetwoods. Get more of the planks. So this island has been scavenged. We don't have the tools to salvage the wood. There's plenty of plastic to go around, so I'm gonna have a field day with that. I need to also run the research again. So I'm gonna definitely go with the rope crafter. And how do I... Oh, I need firewood. Damn. So I'm not really thrilled about this, but I don't have a choice here. Definitely could use another person. I would hope that one of these islands would finally have a person on board. And yet, nobody seems to show up or pop up. Problem is going to be food again. That supermarket, which I saw, might be able to help me out. Where's that? Somewhere in this direction, huh? Well, at least they have the home. This is being researched rather fast. I feel like if I can move the marker, that would be just so much more better. I feel like all of them are just on board here. Because if I get this drying rack, I might not have to do this manually and the wood will just dry out by itself. Okay, so dry wood is what's required in order to get firewood, and I need firewood in order to get fresh water. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Let's remove this one. Still have something to gain from here, hopefully. At least when it comes to the overall plastic. Can't believe none of these, like, towns provide you with access to something like food. Ah, fudge. I'm completely out of food. I think I'm gonna be forced to relocate to the supermarket. Even if I don't like it. I just don't have any provisions to keep the boys going. So off we go to the shop. This way there's still some plastic even on over here. Let's send the three fellas over there. Hopefully they're gonna do the research, and yeah, he's doing the... Oh, he's cranking up the battery, I guess. Okay, so I'll be able to make a large amount of water. But right now, my concern is the food. Cannot believe none of these islands have anyone on them. If I get the actual food in, it's gonna save me for now, but I'm gonna need some better sustainable plan of doing this, or I'm absolutely royally screwed. Is the battery recharge really that important right now? I guess the raw crops will have to be somehow refined into some other form of food. Please don't take the this right now. Please take the food, or we are absolutely screwed. Okay, so we have this, so I guess the salvage boats would be quite useful. I don't have 8 points to do the fish kebab. A school would probably improve the knowledge gathering speed or research. A seed bank. Unbottler. Unbottles fish to clean some of the pollution. Interesting. A birdhouse, place where your birds can rest up before salvaging nearby. Okay. I have 3 points only. That's not good. These things require like 4 points. But the food is salvaged. I don't have the tools. There's supposed to be plastic somewhere. There's a bunch of seaweed too. Okay. This will do. I don't have the plastic pieces. If I get the actual recycler, I'll be able to get the floaters and the other stuff that I do require so desperately. I would need to, if this can be re-accommodated elsewhere, I will be able to put down another one of these things, the plastic walkways, in this general direction, so that this is still able to propel us. So I'm gonna try to extend it in this way. Give myself the actual recycler. Then this storage can be salvaged, and in its place maybe like a larger piece can be put in when I get the actual research. A tool maker. So these are the tools which they keep like referring to, which would give me access to theoretically plastic waste into tools. Smith your metal scrap into metal plate. I don't know if the scrap smith is required for the tool maker. No, that's just plastic waste. So scrap is entirely different thing. A boat used to salvage ocean garbage and scavenge islands. Let's go for the boats. Oh my god, this will take so long to research. But I have dramatically increased my skills or chances of survival. But I don't think that's gonna last for too long unless I come up with some sort of better way of doing stuff. gotta say that this is addictive. I did play like an hour or so just by now, but it doesn't even feel like it, and I'm down to day 8, so theoretically, this game might have even potential for 100 days in a video game. I'm not sure yet, but I'm always looking for like a weird one, because the obvious choices like Stardew Valley and such, that has been done even by me. I mean, I do have like a playlist of 100 days in a video game. Most of it is just V-Rising, but those are the videos which apparently you watch the most, so don't judge me. I kind of do need to bring the views to the channel. And I think there's gonna be like a Castlevania update or something like that to the channel or to the game. So if that would drop, I might be tempted to do another 100 days in V-Rising for Castlevania. I'll just have to figure out how in the world does it work. And why does this only... Wait, I thought that I would... I'm confused. Recycler goods into plastic waste and dry wood. Building costs, production is this, but why do I get only plastic though? Like it's only... Wait, please don't tell me it's gonna make more of these things. Because I would assume that, like, the goods are refined ingredients which are better to have than the actual plastic scrap. And... Sorry, why in the world am I only getting... plastic? I'm so confused by this. I would need to come closer. I would need to have the actual tools. Research station we do have. A rope crafter. Something I should invest into as well. Although I currently do not possess any seaweed. I'll try to make more water. And I need rope in order to make the big drying rack. A plastic recycler. I already have plastic recycler. Still confused about the recycler processing this only into plastic. Or is it that they've just picked up resources that can only be turned into such resource? How do I determine that? I guess that's just some other feature which I don't know yet about. Production, cost. Then I'm gonna find out that I actually need this scrap for something else, and I'll be super, super angry. I'll definitely need seaweed. There's some seaweed, plastic, and wood here. The question is, if I should try and swim towards it, or if I should try and make my way... God, if I would know. Derelict bikes and scrap. I don't see it in my field of view. I think this is the derelict bikes and scrap, but without tools. I don't think I'll be able to do it because we weren't able to even salvage the actual What was it? Yeah, on one of those pieces of highway, I just wasn't able to do any of that. Man, this research is gonna be absolutely terrible. But if I get these salvage ships, that might help speed up the overall process. If I ever get one of these floaters up and running, I'm gonna have to find out what to do with the damn corn. The question is, if you chop down the trees, if over time the island will refill with wood. Because I'm like assuming that eventually, if you clear out most of the stuff, like you're gonna be forced to move out into a different region, right? Because I can still go for this, which will give me 6 salvaged goods. A seaweed spore. I don't even know what to do with that. Maybe some sort of farm will be possible, or maybe I can plant it somewhere? How do I know what to do with such a thing? A fishing chair. I can fish around the chair. I need the floaters in order to do that. 3 to be exact. Like, I really do wonder if here I can build the fishing thingy, and that would do what I needed to do. This guy is just recycling his heart out. So now we have the storage. I don't have the things here. What if I just remove the markers? And overnight, I would just move the boat elsewhere. But this is probably somehow important. But then again, I don't know what does this mean. If the water is more treacherous, dangerous. Drifter, shelter. Guess we're gonna have to find out. So there's polluted woods, abandoned camp, a bunch of seaweed, dead trees. We can scout out the region. If I would find out where the hell is my damn boat, that would be nice. So there's like 2 spores in here. I would really kill for like the 4th person to be on my team, but then again, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make something edible besides the seaweed salad, since I still have not figured out fishing. Wow. Okay, we're definitely gonna require ropes. So this is gonna require like 2 people at least. Oh my god, you guys are still not done with this? Well, at least water is not an issue anymore, and now it's more of the food and sustainability overall. We don't have any research running right now, primarily because, 1000 EELs? What's that for a unit? Watchtower will increase the visibility radius on the map. I guess I'm gonna hold on to the research points right now. I need some ropes. I need some salad. But I'm gonna need to figure out how to do fishing or something, or I'm absolutely screwed. Also, question is if I need to have the mooring point before I construct an actual salvage boat. We need that rope. Yeah, we need this. We need the mooring point, huh? I guess let's go for it here. And then I'll need planks. I need to dry up some wood. Make some of that. Give me one more rope. Food is a big problem. This is dry wood already, so that's great. There's even more of this, and I don't know if this fish is somehow dangerous or not. But there's plenty of seaweed here, at least, for me to theoretically mess around with and somehow utilize it in order to sustain the crew. I was really hoping that, like, drifter, shelter... Maybe, yeah, there is someone on this island, so... The issue is... Can I sustain the party? That's the biggest problem. Adding another mouth to feed will be a blessing, but because I will have like more people to work with, but on the other hand, it can cause problems. So let's see if we construct this boat. If it will gather the resources faster. Wow, he's like gathering the wood by doing the Karate Kid or something. That's just, wow, okay. The boat is nowhere near completion. I have just way too many tasks right now. The problem is, without some sort of sustainable access to food, I cannot really be too... happy, because... Yeah, I mean, if I first need to catch the fish, and then I need to fillet the fish, that's a long production chain before we actually get some food. And on top of it, the fish kebab here. Fish washer. Like, I need to wash the fish even. Wow. This thing costs 8. So that's already really bad. Fish farm, electric fish kebab. Damn. Solar panels, all sorts of advanced stuff. We need that boat first, I guess. So, am I getting actually both or not? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to wait until the next day. I'll definitely have to gather the seaweed here in the area in order to make more of this weird salad concoction. I know it's icky and the fellas need their protein. Okay, we actually do have one lady, so there's that, but what if I would just switch this to the salvage boat? So that physically that one person doesn't have to swim out there. And even like the radius of this marker is not that much greater, which is slightly disappointing. Chop polluted trees. This is just dead wood. The thing is, once you get the drifter as part of your crew, you just have those additional mouths to feed, and that's the big worry for me. Water is right now not that much of an issue, although there is a supply chain that needs to be established in order for you to do what needs to be done. But man, this is definitely faster. But they still have to like physically carry it around. I was hoping that I can scrap this and in its place build the bigger one. Let's go gather this dead wood. Because that's already dry. I'm absolutely terrified about this whole thing with having like 8 units of food. I guess I'll go with the toolmaker. Wow, he was like able to scrap the entire island clean. That's awesome. For this, I need more of the floaters, which are scheduled to be made. So if I would be able to relocate this to here, that would be absolutely helpful. But I'm afraid I'll be forced to relocate the ship. In order to... Okay, so how larger is that? I can theoretically try and put it over here, but this one needs to be decommissioned. So all of the supplies need to be relocated. If I'll be able to do that, I can then cram in the storage over here. But yeah, until I do anything else, the supply chain is kind of screwed over. Really? You kind of like completely relocated the floaters, huh? I don't really want to... build it over there. It's just too damn far from everything else. What if I build this here and... Can I rotate somehow the building? No. I'm just looking for some sort of solution to this pickle. Well, let's build the medium one over there. That should do the job. But I'll need to gather this for the food production, or we are really, really screwed. Man, he's going fast. I have the game on like the fastest speed, to be honest, but still. But this thing is still not constructed. Let's try to refine this into some provisions. I'm not really sure how long the fellas and lady will last without access to food. Okay, this has tremendously helped me out. Need more rope. So that has been cleared out. Can put the boat to go over there to gather the plastic so we can make more floaters and I don't have to scrape the goods. With some sort of rest of the stuff, I'll be able to do this, but I have to think about this whole shebang. Is the boat going or not? What are you doing with boats? I feel like that additional storage by the boat would have saved me some logistical headache because he then does not need to travel to the town heart in order to gather all the supplies from there. But this will supply me well enough with what I do need in order to pump out more floaters. So we can theoretically do the fishing chair and see what that's like. But I'll still need the chop shop. I really don't know if somehow the like chair needs to be towards the like the school of fish pointed, or how exactly does this thing work? But I'll need to come up with some sort of more sustainable way of feeding the people because that's currently the big bottleneck. Water is no longer an issue thanks to having like the salination plant, which was quite costly to produce. But if I'll be able to pump out floaters, and if I'll be able to gather resources, this effectively utilizing the boat, then all I'll need is a better plastic recycler. This, build a fishing boat to fish at a fish school. That's the thing though. I have only access to salvage boat and I do not see... Yeah, so the fish kebab is what I need. Damn it, it's gonna kill me. What is this? Is that like a piece of plastic? Let's go gather as much of that stuff as you can. Please and thank you. I still cannot imagine how this fish things works. Somehow it needs to be on top of the fish school, I assume. Wait, seaweed spinner, no, we already have that. I need more rope, which I do not have. Okay, so I'll literally just try to move at nighttime. Will that do the trick? Where's the boat? I kind of don't like the fact that whenever I wake up or like go back from the map. I have to look for the thing. Okay, now this should guarantee that some fish would get caught. I guess. The problem is I'm super low on food in general. And I don't know if this fish is somehow more dangerous or how the pollution plays into this whole thing. I'll need some seaweed in order to grab a tool maker. Turns plastic waste into tools. So we have like 2 production chain spaces. Okay, so you're gathering the fish, but it shows it as an ingredient. I don't really have... I really need the chop shop. I'm guessing in order to turn the fish into like the fillet or whatnot. And how long can you actually fish this? Daily limit 13. No idea. It's gonna be a tricky one. So I've used most of the scrap in order to make the floaters. I still don't have enough floaters. And I need 1 more rope. I need some sort of like a kitchen or something like that that would be able to turn things into food. Seed bank. Manual powered generators. It's like some sort of dynamo or something. Yeah, I know the food situation is also making me nervous, buddy. Trust me, I know. Might be able to go and retrieve some plastic there. The issue is... what in the world am I gonna do with the fish without having access to the actual chopping block? I'll be forced to relocate myself and find more seaweed, which is actually quite far. Over in here, there's actually 2 spots. So have we pulled back the plastic? Yes. I don't really know if the person needs to be back on board of the vessel in order for me to be able to provide them with whatever. Or just be able to move in general the massive structure. But okay, let's humor me. And what if I go and fetch the 2 seaweeds? Just might be able to squeeze in here in a way that allows to do this. Unfortunately, they are already going to sleep, so I'm gonna have to hope, really hope, that somehow they'll be able to fetch this stuff in the morning before we completely run out of food. I'm not really thrilled about this, but it's not like I can do that much about it right now. feel like the boat harvesting process is much more efficient. I just think that I'm only able to have one boat per this harbor, I guess. So, yeah, we have starvation, which is not the best thing. One, two, three. I'll have to sacrifice the initial seaweed into food production. I don't think you're gonna catch anything here, but you can try. I'm gonna have to probably deactivate this thing. Oh my god, he was actually able to catch a fish. I'll be damned. I need the rope. So if I get the rope, I can get the chop shop. And I'm hoping that that is going to be able to save me. Because right now I have a bunch of nibblers. Oh my god. Reference to Futurama. You know, that small black creature which was pooping out those pallets of fuel? His name was Nibbler. Any Futurama fans? I am right now more concerned about the survival of the colony. It's always good to give a shout out to Futurama. Okay, so please tell me, for the love of God, we can turn the fish into something edible, preferably. Or I'm so early screwed, I don't know what to do. So right now I'm more forced to relocate myself depending on what are the actual needs of the colony, which right now it's still primarily survival and food management. Yeah, the seaweed salad is honestly like the only thing which is keeping the fellas alive and the lady. But that's not a sustainable plan, so I'll have to hope that this thing is gonna actually be able to pop out anything. The town beauty is also not that great, but yeah, I'm gonna be able to get food now. Unfortunately, the quality is still icky. But all that fish which I was able to accumulate in such a high capacity and quantity, I'll be able to turn into some sort of sashimi. I still think that the design is kind of weird. It almost looks like a body of a human. One foot, another foot. One arm, second arm, which is not in the same location. But we should be getting food out of this at least. So we should not go starving, although it's not the highest quality of food. I don't care right now. I don't know how or what to do with the seaweed spore. Like maybe eventually once we get our own farms. It's something I might be able to work with. I mean, if you think about it, one corn kernel has so many seeds. Not all of them would theoretically be able to grow into a full plant, but one crop, one kernel should give you a lot of potential for farming. There's still one seaweed. So we're definitely able to elevate our food situation. still have some fish that needs to be processed. And it seems like this actual location is able to gather fish, but if it's not on top of the fish school, the process is just that much more slow. No, where are those drying racks? Huge drying rack. Unfortunately, I don't see anything that would improve the town beauty. I feel like I would be forced to actually go in and research something that helps with the decoration. Which coincidentally is down here, I think. Seaweed grower. No. Field. This looks like specifically for corn. A park. So that's decorative. What would add to a town beauty? I mean, the scrapsmith alone removes 15 points of beauty to it. You can gather that wood. Use the actual boat too. I can see if I can put down another storage right by the fish. Yeah, I know the quality of the food is crap, but I don't have that many options right now, fella. I have rope. Let's make 2 seaweed salad and not just have the nibbler chops. If we get the second storage yard up and running, it's gonna further increase the capacity, and we're gonna have the resources like literally next to the crafting location. But I'll definitely be forced to relocate the clan, and maybe now I should be able to consider the 4th member. Yeah, complain about the quality of food. You could be starving right now. You do realize that, right? If I turn this on... I feel like if he's gonna be able to fish out something, it's just gonna come out at such a slow pace. Even has like a rope to tie it with. That's awesome. I honestly tried to make 100 Days in a Raft, but I just never liked the game that much to stick with it. Plus that stupid bird which keeps dropping stuff on top of you was such a pain in the ass to deal with. I don't know. This has theoretically a potential for it, I think. Who knows? I need to do something to change the town beauty, or we are absolutely royally screwed. Maybe I can hold off until I get the fish kebab thingy. I mean, the fish boat doesn't do anything. The fish kebab can grill a variety of fish, so I'm guessing the firewood would be used in there as well. Since I have all this dry wood which I'm gathering here, well, this is gonna be wet wood because it's swimming in the water, but this island has been cleared out. This needs tools. Salvage radius has been increased. Nice. Not sure why, but it has been, and that's all I care about. Okay, so nighttime, nighttime, nighttime. Where, oh where shall we go? I mean, we can theoretically try to relocate over here now. We should have the tools. So if I park it on top of the fish... Okay, this is weird. The mouse wheel, I'm just trying to find out at what exact point does it say yay or nay. Okay, so this school of fish is gonna give me a lot of stuff to work with. But if I'll save to 8 points, Okay, so we are able... How many tools do I still have left? I don't see. I have 1 tool left. I don't have that much scrap. If I recycle these and make more scrap, that would be nice. I can salvage this. It'd be probably better to send the person on the boat to do it. I now really prefer to use the boat. But right now, the primary reason why I'm here is the fish. I'm hoping that this will help me build up some food. And where's the guy on the map? He was here, right? The drifter. There seems to be some drifter camp as well ahead of us, so I can theoretically go and increase the population to 5. Which would be quite nice. Although probably the quality of food is something which the gang is complaining about quite a lot. So I'll have to come up with a better way to deal with that. I don't know if I need to go further with the water storage. The food is quite the bottleneck still. But sitting on top of a fish school is just yielding ridiculous quantity of the fish itself. It's like it's jumping on board to be processed. But if I would be able to get that research, get that grill, I think the quality of the food would be far better. And the crew would be that much more happier in return. It seems like someone has gone here and already gathered some of this, but there's... I would need a lot more tools in order to salvage the rest of the scrap metal. I would probably prefer to get those drying racks. I'm gonna try to create a rope instead of utilizing the seaweed for food, since we have access to the fish right now. Seems like a more reasonable thing to do. I have completely ran out of refined goods, which is not the best thing. Okay. I can understand why people would have, like, mixed feelings about this. I think on, like, your second or third or so replay, you're gonna be far better at managing everything and just knowing what to do, like, what to focus upon, how to build out the city. I'm quite sure there has to be some sort of layout guide or something, but with the fact that the game is still in early access, and if I take a look at Steam page of Flotsam, I want to see when this thing was released and how long is already in early access on Steam. Okay, so release date 2019. So it should be not allowed to have a game in early access for such a long time. This guy is just going nuts with the fish, huh? I'm trying to clear out all the supplies so that we have more food. And we can take on board the other crew members. I unfortunately do not possess the plastic that I would need in order to scrap this. And nobody's willing to go with the boat. What's up with that? Probably gave them way too many tasks to perform. But if I don't get more floaters or stuff like that, I'm gonna be screwed. The thing is, this has been cleared out. Does that show somehow on the island that it's cleared out? Like, it's grayish. So I'm not sure if that means it. Church lookout. Yeah, like, this is gray, so we know that we were at the supermarket. That's where I was able to fetch the corn. Are you making the food? I have only 3 tools. Nobody's seeking the boat. It's like he's just running supplies with the provisions. But this is gonna set me up at least for a bit. To make sure that we can sustain us. I mean, it's 12 food, so even if it's like icky, I'm hoping they will be able to manage. So we lost water, we gained food, energy has remained stagnant. We've lost energy because we moved, gained a lot of energy. We lost like about everything. Yeah, some of these days were like, whoo. I don't know if there's gonna be tomorrow. But yeah, we've gone down like 2 units. I think I'm gonna actually go for... Oh, it even like shows an outline of like what is built where. That's fun. Okay, let's take a look at this drifter. I guess you can like choose who you want to on board. Pre-flood landfiller, liquids and fishing, crafting. Okay. We have room for him, so let's go on board him. Healthy trees. Okay. Let's salvage these goods. It's just a very, very tiny amounts of plastic in here. Kind of wonder, what are you fellas doing now? Nobody's going to gather the 4th person. Scrap crab. Okay, join flood will. So he's still able to fish, but it's just much slower progress when you're not on top of the school of fish. Okay, research. I need to go for the fish kebabs. Like yesterday. I'm gonna disable this, and I'm gonna hope that someone smart is doing the research. Like shows an outline of something, and it's changing. Having 4 people, I can go to 5 because I still have that 1 empty room. Food is right now okay. We do have the raw ingredient. This has been scrapped. Scrapped. So I guess I can try to get this guy. Not exactly sure what were his stats, though. If I can park it on top of the fish, I'll be happy. Pond trainer, muscler. Let's grab everyone and set out our boat over to that location as well. Guess I should have set up a boat to do this, but now have officially 5 people, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna really negatively affect the colony by adding suddenly 2 mouths to feed. But we're gonna see how it's gonna work out. Definitely want to make the drying rack for this, but I'm gonna need to come across some rather large amount of plastic, or just salvage all this junk into plastic scrap so I can make the floaters. So the house is officially full. The town beauty is down because most of the stuff which I currently do have is just related to crafting. Toolmaker, rope maker, we have all of this except of the huge drying racks. The question is, how far are we gone through the research? 1/5. Okay, well, I think this is like a good point to leave the game off. And holy fudge, it's almost 2 hours. I'm not gonna be able to refund this anymore. That's not the point. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for Flotsam, or Flotsam, or I think there's like a missing intentionally. So Flotsam? Nope, I'm not sure. But anyhow, that's gonna be it for now. So I hope you did enjoy it, and if so, give the video a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more, well, let me know through the comment section. If you've already played the game through the years, let me know how was your experience so far. It's kind of fun, it's kind of addictive, I really like it, so there's that, and hopefully I'll see you in the comments or at the next one. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye for now.